Hello, world. This is Glen Alex, and welcome to the Glen Alex Show. On the Glen Alex Show, we focus on total health and the whole person, the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual, because the whole person matters. All of you matter. And true health goes way beyond diet and exercise. I believe that healthy people are more authentic and more available to give and receive genuine love, and are less likely to intentionally harm self or others. And just think what a great world we'd have if everybody achieved their optimal level of health and were authentic with each other. So with that said, please help me welcome my guest, Sally Spurgeon. Sally is also a health advocate, and she's just a great person. I worked with Sally at her day spa therapy for a few years, and she's one of the most genuine, one of the most kind, one of the most loving people that I know. And my level of respect for her and her journey is off the charts. So please welcome Sally to the show.
Thank you, Glen.
And by the way, Sally is busier than I am. So this is a real treat to have her here. So we should all be grateful and appreciative for her taking the time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, with that said, Sally, who are you?
Who am I? You pretty much said that. So I'm a massage therapist too. This is one of the many hats I've worn during my lifetime.
Yes.
And I've owned therapy, where you used to work with me, for the last 10 years.
Okay.
10 years.
Yes, it's been 10 years.
10
Wow.
Years. I opened therapy originally thinking I was going to retire. This was what I was going to do.
Retirement plan.
Retirement. I was going to just do a few massages and settle down, and that was going to be easy. But after opening therapy, I got diagnosed with breast cancer.
Okay.
And so the whole focus of my business changed. I opened originally to work with people with spinal cord injuries. That was my goal. I had a friend who actually used to race NASCAR with hand controls, and I wanted to help him and people like him, because massage benefits people so much, and his ability was so much better having got regular massage.
Okay.
But then getting diagnosed with breast cancer, that kind of changed my focus.
Put a stop to things.
Kind of. But I was kind of curious. It was like, okay, why have I got breast cancer? Why would this happen to me? It's not like I felt bad or anything like this, and it took almost 2 years to actually get the diagnosis from when I first felt a problem.
Okay.
So then, of course, it was like, okay, what am I meant to do with this? Why have I been given this gift, is how I looked at it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, the first thing was, now I get to die. I was so excited. I drowned when I was 4 years old, and I've never forgotten that feeling. So it was like, I get to go back there. But that clearly wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, if it's not for that, then why has this happened? And I set about learning about breast health. It's like, this is obviously something I have to do something with. And so I sought out so many people to help me. A girl in Texas who studied biochemistry and had actually, she was a medical massage therapist and taught breast massage for breast health.
Okay.
I went and stayed with her for 4 days and literally picked her brains, did everything I could to find out more about what she knew, what she did. I worked with 2 surgeons here in town. They were so generous with their time and their information, helped me understand what it is that happens during a mastectomy, during lumpectomy, during any kind of breast surgery, really. And they really were helpful in helping me put together what I felt I needed for my body in order to not feel pain throughout actually the 15 procedures that I ended up having throughout my journey.
Holy moly!
But for the most part, it was really not that unpleasant, I have to say. It sounds crazy, but
15 procedures?
15
unpleasant.
Don't want to go through any more.
No,
but,
I'll bet.
But thanks to all that, it's really helped me to put together a technique, if you will, or a method of helping to relieve pain for women who've gone through breast surgery. And it's a very simple, I can teach it to any therapist.
You created a curriculum for that.
I did.
Yes. Awesome.
I did. It's approved by the National Board and CBTMB for 16 continuing education credits. And Deepak Chopra's has a healing center in Carlsbad in California, the Chopra Center. they heard about what I was doing, sent their spa director to get a treatment here in Vegas.
Okay.
And she actually then had us go down there and teach
train
it.
them.
And now, if anybody goes to the Chopra Center, they can receive this treatment.
Okay.
Plus, they've
Anyone
added
in Southern
more.
California.
Anyone in Southern California. Anybody that just goes to the Chopra Center
Yes.
because it's a fabulous place to go. So,
That is fantastic.
And now I'm getting
I'm with
calls
the real
from
superstar
all-
people.
No.
She's going to sign autographs later. That's
But now I'm getting
awesome.
calls from women who have friends who've gone there and had the experience and
Okay.
want to learn how to do it. And so it really is, it's been a gift for me. I would never be doing what I'm doing if I hadn't had that experience. So I'm blessed.
I think that's fantastic that you turned it into a gift, because most people would see it as a curse or some kind of as a problem. And
Few. I'm going to say few.
a few people, everyone I know
Most-
who's been diagnosed with cancer, they think they're cursed or something's wrong with them or God doesn't like them or something like that. So I'm actually fascinated that you immediately turn that into a gift. And I personally believe that, I'd rather know than not know. And
Right.
when I know, I have more power and more control. Not knowing and no news is bad news for me. So I get that you saw it as a gift. I'm just saying most people I know who's diagnosed with a chronic disease, they don't see it that way. So I just think that's fabulous. I think you just announced it.
Well, then let me just clarify that by saying most of the women I've met who've had breast cancer and have come through the other side of it very well have really appreciated the journey. And
Okay.
the people that they've met
Okay.
and the positive reinforcement.
I love
For
that.
the most part. I mean,
I love
clearly
that.
not everybody, but
Right.
so many women.
And life is about the journey.
Exactly.
Not always the destination. It's how you process
Exactly.
the cards you're given.
Exactly.
And that really makes a difference. Look how vibrant she is. It's just amazing. This is
I think
amazing.
that's more like nerves from being
No, you're awesome. I have a quick question though. I want to know about the experience of drowning. When you described dying as it was something pleasant.
So I was only 4 years old when
Okay.
it happened. And for me, I never forgot the feeling. It was, there isn't really a word that I can think of that adequately describes it,
Okay.
other than peace is what
Okay.
comes the closest to it.
Okay.
But it's so if you're really deep in meditation, you can achieve something similar.
Okay.
But it's still not that. I mean, there are no cares. There are no earthly
Okay.
attachments. Let's put
Okay.
it that way. It's the only way I can really describe it. Just peace.
Okay.
It was fantastic,
And-
and I never forgot it.
Were you pronounced?
No.
No,
No.
okay.
No. So it wasn't actually. I was totally. I mean, my mother found me
Okay.
under the water.
Okay.
I drowned, and she was a nurse. She revived me, and
Oh,
off I went.
well, thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank
Mom.
you, Mom. So, and why did it take 2 years to get a diagnosis for you?
I went to 4 different doctors, different breast specialists, and every biopsy that they did came back negative. Every single one.
Interesting.
So finally, the 4th surgeon that I went to, she said that, well, if it's not cancer, let's take a sample and see what it is.
Okay.
Let's take, and when
Right.
she did that, 3 tiny little specks of cancer were in the tissue, and my body had created this fascia or bubble around it to protect my body, so that's what was causing the pain.
Okay.
So
Okay. Interesting.
she found it.
I'm glad they did. I'm so glad they did. Well, we will be right back after this quick message, and we'll talk to Sally more about breast massage and her journey. And please take a moment to thank our sponsors by watching the commercials. They're brief, I promise. And take this opportunity as well to order your copy of Living in Total Health. It is available on Amazon in my store. It's also available on my website, livingintotalhealth.com, in hardcover and ebook versions. So we'll be right back. This is a call for all experienced dietitians, nutritionists, and chefs to join the Feed Glen Challenge. Hi, this is Glen Alex, and my digestive issues have a chokehold on my diet. So I need your help to create a meal plan that has variety, is nourishing, and accommodates my specific needs. So please visit the Living in Total Health Facebook page for more information. Your expertise in the Feed Glen Challenge will be rewarded. Thank you. Welcome back to the Glen Alex Show. I'm here with guest Sally Spurgeon, and we are talking about her health journey and just how she sees her breast cancer diagnosis as a gift, and she's turned that into a platform for helping other women get through the disease, the treatments, and come out good on the other side of it. So in this segment, I want to talk a little bit about massage safety. Sally and I are both massage therapists, and because of recent stories in the news about male therapists sexually abusing their female clients, I think it's really important for everyone to understand that legitimate massage is not harmful. And there are some things you need to keep in mind when you're getting a massage so you can keep that massage legitimate and get the optimal benefit out of that process as you can. Sally mentioned her program for breast massage at Therapy, and you might think that massaging a woman's breast may be inappropriate, and under normal circumstances it is. However,
and I'm going to disagree on that.
Well, you can disagree on that, but if I'm in a massage and a man touches my breast and I don't have breast cancer, that's a problem.
No.
So
only from in terms of what I've learned in terms of how important it is. Breast massage is important.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Okay.
It's vitally important
Okay.
so your breast tissue, if you think about the statistics, 1 in 8 women has breast cancer now.
Okay.
Over the age of 60, 1 in 4 women.
Okay.
So it's getting more and more prevalent. Well, actually, it's decreasing over the last year, but
that's still a high number.
It's a high number. So what keeps breast tissue clear and healthy is lymphatic fluid. Lymphatic fluid, unlike the like the blood, like the circulatory system, it doesn't have a heart to pump that fluid. So it's only moved by respiration, deep breathing, manual manipulation, i.e. massage, or exercise, muscle movement. Think about the breast. There are no muscles in the breast. The breast tissue lies on top of the pec muscle. Pec is underneath.
Correct.
So there's no pumping motion for that fluid to move through the breast. The only way to do it is manual manipulation. And women can do this themselves every day, very easily. And it's vital. But think about exercise. You put on an exercise bra. There's nothing moving.
Right.
You go to work, you're in a bra. Some women even sleep in a bra. There's no fluid moving through the breast, so that tissue's not getting clean. It's not getting healthy.
Okay.
So it's important to do it. So in Europe, if you get a full body massage, the breast is part of that oftentimes. Not every time, but part of that.
Okay.
Over here, it's looked at in a completely different light. So that's why, yes, I understand your feeling about that.
Okay, then let me clarify.
Yeah.
I do pec massage. Especially on athletes. Most of my clients are athletic. Right. So it is important to massage the pec muscles, which are in that area.
Very.
Where I differentiate breast massage is the specialized version that Sally does. And I've known, unfortunately, male therapists who exposed the nipple and who did unseemly things in that area. So I'm not comfortable with just any therapist doing a breast massage.
No, if somebody offers it, let me clarify that too. The only time you should ever get a breast massage is if you've been asked to sign a consent form before you get the massage, and they've actually gone through that consent form with you, saying whether you're okay with it, if you're under a t-shirt, if you're under a cover, or if you are comfortable being exposed. So unless you've got that signed document nobody should ever be touching your breasts.
Okay.
In any kind of massage. So
Safety. You got to be safe, and you
absolutely.
need to know what steps to take to be safe.
Absolutely.
So one of the things that's really important to me in massage for the client to be safe is to disrobe to your level of comfort.
Absolutely.
Some massage therapists will insist you take everything off. Some clients are not comfortable with that, so I will tell them to disrobe to their level of comfort. And here in Nevada, we have a big issue with prostitution disguised as legitimate massage. And in reflexology, I'll just go ahead and say it, in some of these places, they'll require the client to take everything off to do reflexology on the feet and the hands. You don't need to take everything off. Just your gloves and your socks.
But if they do ask you to disrobe, it's a no-no and get out of there fast.
Yes.
Seriously.
Absolutely. It's totally okay to say no. So you need to set that boundary and be comfortable doing it. And if you're uncomfortable at any time, you can terminate the massage.
Absolutely.
Ask the massage therapist to leave. So
If any time you feel uncomfortable for whatever reason, it's okay to terminate the massage.
it is okay to
and
terminate
get
the
out of
massage.
there.
Yes.
And depending on the type of massage you're going for, though, if it's a sports massage or if it's some kind of stretching, you may want to stay clothed. I mean,
Yes.
It's
It's
there's
not
so many
necessary.
different types. There's so many different modalities. So it's really dependent upon what type of service you're going for. If you're going for a full body Swedish relaxation in a spa, yes, you want to totally disrobe. But again, it's not mandatory.
Right.
And if you're uncomfortable, don't do it.
Don't do it.
There's
Don't do
plenty
it.
of games.
So it'll be really important to communicate with your therapist about your comfort level and what to expect during the massage. So how do you approach safety issues at therapy?
Well, luckily, I mean, our first thing is the intake form. People have to understand why they're coming in to therapy. So we go over the intake form ahead of time. They fill it out before they even come in. And then the consent for breast work.
Okay.
And then we discuss with the client, this is the area of the body I'm going to work. This is as far as you have to undress. It's entirely up to you how far you want to disrobe to be comfortable. You're going to be covered the whole time. We have sheets and blankets on the table. But in terms of the work we're doing, depending on the session, because if you're coming in for hot stones, you want to take off more than just your top.
You want your
But-
spine exposed so you can get the heat from the rocks.
No, but seriously, it's all a matter of common sense, really. What are you coming for? What's necessary? And what are you comfortable with?
It is common sense. However, sometimes clients will look at the massage therapist as the absolute expert and defer to them whether they're comfortable or not. So
This is
we're
true.
saying don't do anything you're not comfortable with.
Well, don't go to a massage therapist you're not comfortable with.
Correct.
Go to one that you've heard about that's got a good reputation,
Licensed.
licensed, above all. And that you know about. You've got to feel safe before even going in. It's hard if you're going in somewhere where you don't know the therapist or don't know the reputation of that place. So
Correct.
it's good to do a bit of homework first.
And it's a good idea if like there's a glass front and it's all really dark, thick curtain and you can't see in there, or they're open 24 hours, stay away.
Maybe not.
Yeah, back away from the door. So I think what we're saying is you don't do anything you're not comfortable with. Communicate with a therapist. Do your research before you go.
Absolutely.
And sign the consent if necessary if you need to have breast work done.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think Sally would be.
We can't do it without that
Without the
consent.
consent.
We won't do it without
Yes.
that consent. Absolutely.
Yes. And if you want to know how to give yourself breast massage, they will train you at therapy.
Absolutely.
So
That's
how
part of the session is because we want you to do it every day at home. We want you to come get a session and then go home and do this every day. Keep that tissue healthy.
Okay.
But let me just explain, it's not just the breast that we work on. It's all of the upper body musculature because
Okay.
everything here affects the breast.
Okay.
So it's really not just breast work. Do know that everything affects your upper body and causes pain in the breast. So
Yes.
yeah, be aware of that.
So how can someone who wants to get trained in breast massage or get a breast massage or massage therapy get in touch with you?
They can call the office, 702-202-1400, and the receptionist will take your information, and if she can't help you, she'll give me your number, and I'll get back to you.
Yes. And therapy is a beautiful spa. It's very relaxing and it's inviting and comfortable. So check it out
Thank
at your earliest convenience. So call Sally, call the
visit.
office and schedule today.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes. Okay, so we talked about massage safety. We talked about Sally's journey. And I just wanted to point out, Sally, she had her perspective on her disease and the process of coming through that and coming out better on the other side, incorporated what I discussed in Living in Total Health. It is about the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual, the balance between those four components, and how she handled it as a whole person, not just as a body.
True. There's so much to the recovery process.
Yes.
And just what you mentally go through thinking about what is this. And in your book, you really do go through the full spectrum of what's needed to actually regain total health.
Thank you.
You do.
Thank you. And with that, we will take another short break. Please check out our sponsors' commercials and take the opportunity to order your copy of Living in Total Health on Amazon.com in my store, or on livingintotalhealth.com, where there's a hardcover and an ebook version. We'll be right back. This is a call for all experienced dietitians, nutritionists, and chefs to join the Feed Glen Challenge. Hi, this is Glen Alex, and my digestive issues have a chokehold on my diet. So I need your help to create a meal plan that has variety, is nourishing, and accommodates my specific needs. So please visit the Living in Total Health Facebook page for more information. Your expertise in the Feed Glen Challenge will be rewarded. Thank you. Welcome back to the Glen Alex Show, where it's all about health. I'm here with guest Sally Spurgeon from Therapy. And in this segment, we are going to take questions from health seekers. So I will throw the first one out to Sally. This one comes from Tony, and she asks, I have a scrappy diet. Where do I begin for a healthy diet?
Oh my goodness. So you know I'm a massage therapist, right? Not a dietitian, but
Yes, I do know that.
But so in my experience, the one thing that most women that have gone through chemo, gone through their treatments, a lot of women feel miserable and they're really down. And diet is one of the main things to help somebody regain their health, their sense of well-being. Oftentimes we are overcome with candida. So we crave sugar and carbs and stuff that really is not helpful, beneficial for our bodies. So actually, if you do an anti-candida regimen, that will help you feel better quicker than anything.
And what's an example of an anti-candida regimen?
So you're going to cut out meat, you're going to cut out sugar, dairy, alcohol, caffeine, a lot of stimulants.
Just lost the audience.
And eat more. You only have to do it for 30 days or a 7-up pinch.
Okay.
There's different herbal supplements you can take. We actually have them at the office. We can do a 7-day cleanse for this. But there are herbal supplements you can take that actually support your system, cleanse your system,
While you're
and help
on that
you
diet.
to regain. Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you actually fast for the most part with green juices.
Okay.
So a lot of vegetables, a lot of healthy food.
Okay.
It's really just a cleansing diet to get that out of your system.
Okay.
And then really you feel amazing afterwards. I did it for 30 days. You don't have to do it that long. but
Okay. Now, Sally is
feel
not
great.
a dietitian. However,
Not at all.
She knows a lot, so that's why I'm asking her this question. So with the candida, if you haven't gone through surgery or breast cancer, would you say that a large portion of the population still has that issue?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just from the way we eat?
Yeah, so I actually consulted with a naturopathic doctor in Salt Lake City who has a product line that we carry at the
Okay.
office. And she was 4 days of studying with her to learn about all this was
Okay.
really informative. So
Okay.
we
So
have the different products at the office that can help someone.
okay, so Tony, you can start with the 7-day or 30-day detox regimen.
Yep. Whichever one will work best for you.
Yes. Yes.
Or you can just call us and chat about it.
Yes.
Either one.
Either one. Okay. It's very good. Okay, so this one comes from Michael. Michael wants to know what strategies or ideas to use for monitoring and managing all aspects of health, the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Sally?
Run that one by me again.
Michael
Yes
asks,
to know.
Michael asks, can you provide some strategies or ideas for monitoring and managing all the factors of health, the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual?
I think, going back to your book on this one, keeping notes, keeping
Yes.
a food journal, just keeping a daily list of what you did today.
Okay.
And then going back to it, how did I feel when I did this?
Yes.
How did I feel when I ate this?
Yes.
How did I feel 4, 6, 8 hours afterwards?
Yes.
Really just monitor the activities that you do and how you feel afterwards.
Yes. And by doing that, you see what your patterns are.
Right.
And you can see if you're more sluggish in the morning and that's when you grab the candy bar, or if you're more sluggish after lunch, or you grab 3 cups of coffee and can't sleep that night.
Or the other way around. Most
Or the other
people,
way
they'll have
around.
Coffee in the morning and candy in the afternoon.
Yes. Either way, it's going to
Whatever.
disrupt your system and,
Right.
and cause other problems. And when you don't feel well physically, or if your digestive system, I know this personally, is upset, then the rest of you is upset.
Is upset.
I can't focus. I can't really rest properly. I can go to bed, but I don't sleep. I don't get into the REM sleep, where that's the rejuvenating part. So
Right.
it's very important that I understand that intellectually, and then I apply that information to my choices.
Right. Right. And I think the biggest thing for people is if you can meditate in the morning.
Yes.
I really feel if you can meditate in the morning, it sets you up for the whole day. So things come to you in meditation that really make you feel good
Yes.
about your life.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that I recommend.
Oh, absolutely. And I find that when I meditate before I get out of bed, then I don't forget to do it later, because you get busy and then time passes and you kind of forget. And that does kind of, it's a reset button for me in the morning.
So at the Chopra Center, which I really would want to recommend people go to take their meditation
Road trip.
classes. Yeah, seriously. But they have a saying, and it is RPM. When you get up in the morning, you rise, you pee, and you meditate. If you do that, RPM, every morning, your day will be set.
I love that. RPM, folks.
RPM.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure about answering this one, but we'll give it a shot. This one comes from Alice, and she wants to know if there is a non-drug supplement to help regulate one's mood. If so, take it on a regular basis or as needed. Now, Sally and I both consume supplements. My take on mood regulation is I don't believe any one pill will manage your moods alone. I think there is some mental and emotional work to do with that, because our thoughts can create our emotions. Our choices can lead to certain behaviors that'll feed into our emotions. So I don't think one pill, there is no magic bullet in that regard.
Exactly.
And how I feel, quite honestly, is affected by how well I balance the mental, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual.
Right.
So, Your take on that?
I absolutely agree with that. For people who do have maybe a chemical imbalance, I would recommend talking to a herbalist or talking to somebody that can come up with something that would suit you.
Yes.
You specifically, because there is, as you say, one size doesn't fit all. In any of this, in diet, in exercise, in anything,
Right.
it's all uniquely yours. So I would go to Herbally Grounded and I would look at all the stuff they have there, and that can really help. They have some wonderful products, herbal products for that.
Yes.
But in terms of me being able to say this is what you should do, there is no way to do that.
Yeah, you need to really talk to someone who knows your story, your history, can understand what where you're coming from, your perspective, and where you want to go, what your goals are.
Right.
So, and a professional will be able to do that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Very good. Very good. Wow, this has been a great show. It's been fun. Sally is so easy to talk to. I was nervous when we started the show, and then she started talking. I'm like, really? Huh? Okay.
And I had no idea what we were going to talk about today. So.
Well, please help me thank Sally for taking time to be here.
Oh, thank you.
And for
Glen.
sharing her knowledge, her wisdom, and her story. And I hope Sally's journey inspires you to find out what's going on in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, and address it. Make choices, make it a gift, and turn it into something that's going to be beneficial for you and everyone around you, like she has. I think that's
It's part of your
awesome.
journey.
It's part of your journey.
Everything that happens to you is going to take you to the next level. So you choose how you get there.
Yes.
Choose how you get there.
Awesome. And on that note, thank you for watching this episode of The Glen Alex Show. And for more information about me and the book, please visit livingintotalhealth.com. Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.